AI is a growing issue within any fandom, especially Hazbin Hotel. Since the full release of the show, there's been a rise of channels using AI voices to mimic the voice actors. Things came to a head the other day when the voice actors of Alastor, Amir, Talai, and Edward Bosco came out against people using their voices in these projects. In this video, I'll go through everything that happened and give my thoughts at the end. Like the title card said, don't harass anyone mentioned in this video. So for the past couple of months, there's been a surge of various AI channels and comic dubs. Basically, instead of hiring a voice actor or voicing the characters themselves, these channels will use AI to recreate the voices of the characters from the show. Sometimes they'll include disclaimers saying it's AI, however on a lot of occasions they don't. A situation involving Erica Linebeck happened a year ago where she called out a YouTube user that did an AI cover of a song using Erica's voice. Erica saw this and was concerned because her voice is being used without her consent. As a result, Erica did a couple tweets about it, politely asking the user to remove the video. The user obliged and removed the video. However, shortly after, a bunch of Twitter users started harassing Erica in the Twitter comments and her DMs. As a way to spite her, they then started re-uploading the AI video. The original poster of the video asked them to delete the videos, but they kept them up. The harassment got so bad that Erica deleted her Twitter and Instagram. This is incredibly similar to what's happened this week, so let's get into it. The biggest example of AI content in the Hazbin community is one channel called Hazbin Hotspot. This channel boasts over 200,000 followers on TikTok and 160k on YouTube. They also make over £500 a month on Patreon. Basically, they do a fictional podcast where Vox and Alastor talk to each other. However, these voices are entirely AI. Originally, back when the channel was first made, there was no disclaimers that it was AI, but after some backlash, they eventually added that. A lot of people seem to support this, which is extremely odd, considering how it's pretty well known that a lot of voice actors hate AI and consider it as theft. So back in June, one Twitter user tweeted at Amir, the voice actor of Alastor. They said, "Hello Amir Talai. Sir, I was wondering if you're okay with the AI covers featuring your voice that have been posted on YouTube and here." Amir replied with, "No, I hate them, thanks for asking." In a follow-up reply he said, "AI is theft and stealing my voice even for fun is not cute and I'm not cool with it. I recognise there's not much I can do about it until government step in to create regulation. But if you want to know how I feel, that's it. Up to you whether you choose to respect it." So obviously Amir is completely against AI. That Hazbin account I mentioned before replied stupidly saying, "Does this mean we're not allowed to use Alastor's voice anymore?" This reply just comes across as very obtuse and silly. They shouldn't be mimicking their voices with AI in the first place, so to tweet something like this isn't sensitive. So after Amir did that announcement, Hazbin Hotspot made an update video where they announced that they'll be retiring Amir's Alastor voice, but they'll be bringing in a new Alastor voice using Edward Bosco's likeness from the pilot. Their explanation for this is that since Amir doesn't like AI, they're going to use Alastor's pilot voice instead.
Does this mean that my voice actor is okay with this?
I'm assuming that you're referring to Edward Bosco.
Of course I am! Who else would I be talking about?
The only thing we have left, my dear, is hope. Hope that he'll be kind enough to give us permission to use you.
Excuse me?
I'm talking about the FewTube channel, my dear.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
This is obviously a very poor excuse and doesn't tackle the inherent issue that the voice actors don't want their voices used this way. That same day on Twitter, one user informed Edward Bosco that this channel is going to be using his voice. Edward replied with, "I'm never okay with people using AI to replicate characters I play." So Edward explained that he doesn't like AI either. "We never received a response from Christian Borle, the voice actor of Vox, because he doesn't use Twitter or any social medias, but I assume he'd be not okay with AI either." The other day, Amir did a follow-up tweet. He said, "I've literally never seen a voice actor, or visual artist be happy about their work being stolen and used for AI. If you use AI, none of the people whose work you're stealing are not happy about it and will never consent to it." He did a follow-up tweet saying, "Oh, and for your protection, dear thieves, if you're planning to steal someone's work anyway, you may want to do it away from folks who are not connected to a major corporation with deep pockets and lots of lawyers." Another Twitter user replied about how AI is theft. Amir replied, "It's extremely unsettling, especially when you know they're profiting from it." In one final reply, Amir says, "It's way worse than robbing banks, because banks insure themselves against theft. Artists cannot." So from these tweets, he's again reaffirming that he doesn't support AI voices and no other voice actors do. The Hazbin Hotspot channel has made a couple responses to this. The first is a tweet where they showed off their YouTube plaque. They said, "Play button finally came in the mail, can't wait to move out and hang this bad boy on a wall behind me. For all the haters that are trying to cancel me and sue me, I love y'all too. Without your hate and attention, Hotspot wouldn't be what it is today." In the image we can see that they made several thousands of dollars off their channel in the past month. This tweet just comes across as extremely egotistical. They are taunting the quote haters, saying to sue them, which is ironic considering Amir's tweet the other day where he mentioned that Amazon could sue them. It again just reaffirms that they don't actually care care about the show or its fandom, they're just in it for the money. The rest of their tweets is just them desperately pinging vivziepop for some reason. It reminds me a lot of the famous image with TinyBuild wanting a collab with MatPat. It's just really pathetic. So with everything covered, it's time to get into my thoughts. Firstly, I completely agree with Edward and Amir. It's incredibly scary to see your livelihood put at stake because of these AI voices. There's absolutely no excuse to use it when you can hire fan voice actors who will be extremely similar. These channels are not only screwing over the voice actors, but also these aspiring fans who would gladly lend their voice and get paid doing it. As for the Hazbin Hotspot channel itself, it really rubs me the wrong way. I saw the channel several months ago and was surprised that it was gaining so much traction, because if you saw my videos about the digital circus situation several months ago, it's common knowledge that AI is theft. It was deeply upsetting to see a lot of fans support these content farms because they're literally only in it for the money. They don't actually care about the fandom, the shows, or the team behind it. According to their community posts from a couple months back, they had to delete and then reopen their Patreon-only Discord server several months ago because there were allegedly a ton of minors in the server and there was content that was NSFW. This is just extremely suspect, and it confirms that their audience was largely children, which is perhaps why they supported AI. Their responses were in poor taste as well. People are rightfully upset over the situation and they just reply flexing that they have a YouTube play button and all the money they make. So overall, it's an extremely sad situation. What do you think? Who is in the right, the voice actors or the AI channels? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.